Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're set for today's video. It's Tuesday. On Tuesdays, I try to test my palate, drink something outside my norm, blah, 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 or the best, mystery beers. There's no better way to test your palate than you don't know what it is. This one's courtesy of Ross. Thanks so much, Ross. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. This is my third one in 3 Tuesdays, and did well on the first one. I did think it was grape and it was blueberries, so that was a miss, but it was close. And then last week was another, that was from Ty. And then this last week was from also Ross. And man, that beer drank up. I thought it was a double IPA, but it was just a regular hazy IPA. And but I did nail Citra as one of the hops, and it was Citra and Mosaic. So I felt really good about that. That I was even able to pinpoint. So I kind of gave myself around a B score for both of those. So it'd be really nice, because this is my last current mystery beer that I have, to hopefully nail this and feel more like I can give myself an A. So let's get into it. That's what I was wondering. I got my stout glass, because I was wondering with this black top, this would be a stout, and man, that is dark in color. All right. So nice head. I mean, even that head is dark. That's a dark brown. That's definitely one of the darker color heads I've had in a while. There is, I mean, it's brown, the head, but and there's a little bit of tan on top. Pretty compact bubbles. It definitely looks like a big stout. Oh my goodness. That is wild. I mean, definitely legs that are tinted brown. Actually, some lacing sticking around. I'm kind of surprised. I figured that this probably has a higher ABV. The beer itself is pretty dark black. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely thinking a big stout. I'm going to guess some barrel aging, just, it's Chicago where he lives, 12-ounce can. I'm just thinking it's barrel aged as well. Let's get into the aroma. It smells really good. I'm going to say it's definitely barrel aged, and this isn't just a bourbon barrel aged stout. There's definitely at least one adjunct in here. I'm getting a good amount of vanilla. I think it's more than you would just get from a barrel, so I think this does have the addition of vanilla. There's a little bit of a baking spices thing, but I don't think it's adjuncted with cinnamon or anything. But the beer itself is kicking it out. Yeah, here's my struggle, because because it kind of reminds me of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I really want to say cinnamon, but it's not hitting me in the face with cinnamon. It just seems like a little too much of a whisper of it to actually be in the beer. I think it's just part of everything else that's going on. And even though I'm saying vanilla, I feel like there is a second adjunct maybe. So that's why I'm kind of I keep smelling it, but maybe I'll get it in the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Ross. I really appreciate it. And I think I already said this, but if I did not, hope you're doing well. Yeah, so it's definitely a big stout. There's more roast in the taste than I was thinking based on the aroma. That's interesting. I think vanilla is one of the things going on in this beer, but it's not hitting you over the face. But I do think it's more, just like I said with the aroma, I think it is more than the what just the barrel could kick out. I mean, this, based on the legs and the taste, although it hides the alcohol well, I'm gonna say it's probably around 15%. Stout. The barrel aging, I'm gonna guess bourbon, but I'm also not getting hit over the head with bourbon specifically. So if it's not bourbon, I don't think it's rum, for example, but I wouldn't be super surprised if it wasn't bourbon, although I think it is. But I don't think it's something as drastically different as a rum, so it could be I don't know, whiskey or whatever. I know that's not too much different, but there's a little bit of a berry thing. Same thing with this vanilla and the cinnamon thing I was saying before. I don't know if it has coffee in it, because you could get this level of roast just with the beer, I think. I don't think you need the addition of coffee. There's a good level of dark chocolate, so cacao nibs wouldn't surprise me in it, though. And yeah, it's got a pretty strong berry thing. So 15% Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels. Most confident vanilla is something. There's vanilla in here. Some sort of chocolate element, so cacao nibs. Even less confident, coffee, cinnamon sticks. But again, I think that stuff's just in the beer naturally. I don't think it's adjuncts. Oh, and this beer is also like amazing, FYI. Same thing with that berry element. I don't think it has berries in it necessarily, but it's like a prominent note, which is nice. That berry thing it's compounding. I'm going to elevate the chance of this having a berry in it. All right, let's see. I named several adjuncts, so super curious. Try not to destroy the can. That's what I was hoping I wouldn't do. Or can I does this just slide up now? All right. Phase 3. Curvature, batch 14. Okay. Oh man, this is super hard to read. All right, that's the government stuff. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, I think we're in the B range again, everyone. So I guess 15%. It's 14%. It is an Imperial Stout. Maple. Okay. Man, I love maple syrup. Like, I know maple well. That's making me mad I didn't guess that. But listen to this. Marshmallow, which I'm wondering if the maple marshmallow is why I was going vanilla. And then raspberry. So I'm glad as I kept sipping at the end. I mean, you guys saw the gears turning. I'm like, there's a decent amount of berry in here. So I did elevate it, but not as high. So, but it doesn't say barrel aged. This beer really doesn't have any barrel aging? That might knock it down to more of a C+ for me. I'll look it up. I don't know if this series is always barrel aged or something. So they didn't put this out of can, or if I was just that wrong. But man, if this is just 14% maple marshmallow raspberry, of course, you know what? I was saying though, like I couldn't get a lot of bourbon specifically. Yeah, no, I'm gonna demote myself a little bit. I think this is more. It doesn't have any vanilla, which I was the most confident about. And the cinnamon, which I was not very confident about. Yeah, I'm gonna say C+ B-. I think I whiffed a little too much. Really close on the ABV, but apparently it doesn't have any barrel aging at all. And I talked about that. Really happy with myself about the berry thing though. That's making me really happy. And I'm wondering, even though I said it didn't have a lot of vanilla, like it wasn't hitting me over the head, how much the marshmallow is doing with that. But man, the maple syrup, I am really, really mad at myself. And I apologize to my great-grandfather, who I used to help make maple syrup, like collect the sap and boil it into syrup, that I missed out on this. So sorry, great-grandpa. May you rest in peace. How do you guys think I did? Have you ever had this beer before? Ross, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What are your thoughts if this was barrel aged? If I find any more information, I'll put in the description box below. But anyway, have you had this beer before? Anything from Phase 3? Have you done a mystery beer ever in your life? You want to tell me about it? Have you ever burped on camera like that in an awkward time? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.